Mondays at this time, happy to talk with the director of the Mason County Economic Development Council. It's Lynn Longan. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
So last Monday we had the Labor Day. The week before that you were off on holiday.
Yes. So it's been about 3 weeks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. While you were gone, we've talked about a couple different things with folks from the EDC, including the new website, choosemason.com. Looks very nice. Has got some new information and a new look to it. The other thing that was brought up is this year's the big economic the development forecast. Last year it was at the Great Wolf Lodge, and a lot of folks from all around came to talk about this thing, and now they're coming to Mason County.
That's right. I'm very excited. So the economic forecast started in Mason County. I believe it was about 11 years ago.
Wow.
Started at Little Creek Lodge. We had a different title. We called it the Manufacturing Summit or something similar to that. And after that first year, it was moved to the Great Wolf Lodge, and it's been very successful. We have between 250 to 400 attendees every year.
Yeah.
So it's really the 5 counties. I'm always talking about our region, which is Grace Harbor, Pacific, Mason, Thurston, and Lewis. And the 5 counties have been putting this on for the past 10 years, but holding it down at Great Wolf Lodge. So for the first time, we're bringing it back to Mason County. It'll be at the Little Creek Event Center. December 8th.
Okay.
Yes, so save the date. There's lots of opportunities for businesses to exhibit or to sponsor the event. So those will be going out, and I will be actively talking to people to see if we can get them involved. I really want to see a big Mason County turnout this year.
What type of people would, if you were to sponsor something, what type of people would likely come and see what you have to offer?
There's a lot of businesses that come. There's also a lot of professionals that come from the different organizations, from economic development organizations, state employees will come. It's really a good variety of who we get there.
Okay.
Yes.
And speakers at this event from all the counties talk about things that are going on?
So I am working to get our opening session to be Dr. Apostle.
Oh, sure.
I've talked to him. I'm pretty sure he's going to do it. I'll hear back this week. I'm excited about that, too. So, and then we have an economist, Dr. Connerly. He's known throughout the nation. He's really good economist. He's not just telling us about the numbers and what the forecast is going to be. He adds real stuff. He takes our region and he puts it into what's happening here, and he makes it easy to understand and real for the listener. So I'm excited to have him back again this year. He's a great speaker, and we get great reviews from the attendees.
So this is this part of the state, this region of the state is pretty unique. Got a lot of lumber and woodworking. What are some other unique characteristics of this Pacific Mountain workforce?
Well, our aquaculture industry.
Okay, great.
Is a huge one. And then, the other thing is when you add Thurston County into it, you get a lot of the other things. So I was really surprised when they did some of the cluster analysis, and they had I lost it. They had a lot of the high tech out of Thurston County, and not just Thurston County, how it's actually adapted and moved into the smaller counties too.
Okay.
So it's just some really interesting stuff. And one of the sessions every year is we have the EDC directors, so the 5 of us, and we talk about what's going on in our regions as far as industry and clusters. And
very nice.
Yeah.
So December 8th, we'll make sure to mention that often, as we want lots of people, especially here in Mason County, to be a part of this.
Yes.
The Trade Adjustment Act. What is this, and what is it? How is it going to help folks?
So very exciting. Just a huge, huge thank you to our delegation. So Congressman Heck, Congressman Kilmer, Senator Patty Murray, Senator Cantwell, they all came together. They wrote a letter of support to the Department of Labor and followed up with phone calls saying, this community needs this. They've been through enough unknowing, the unknowns. These employees that are losing their jobs, they need to have some certainty.
Right.
So the Trade Adjustment Act gives them that. There's different programs in there. There's retraining money if they want to get retrained. If they just want to go to work and yet they can't find that same level of job, same paying job.
Yeah.
If they're over a certain age, then there's some money that could help them with that to make up the difference.
Okay.
For, I believe it's 2 years. I'm not the expert on the specifics of each of these, but I do know that each employee, it helps them figure out what path they want, and then it helps them do that.
Is this information still available at the WorkSource office or
It
with
is
you guys?
up at the Transition Center. Any employees, if you haven't heard, hopefully you've heard by now, but if you haven't, it has been approved by the Department of Labor last week, and call or head up to the Transition Center where they can help you.
Is this going to be a limited time for people to get involved?
I think it's like 2 years that it's there.
Oh, okay. So even
Right.
up until 2 years, somebody can come back and go, listen,
Right.
I thought I was going to be able to take care of this, but I do need this
Right.
extra assistance. Oh, very
Right.
nice.
But the important thing is the Transition Center is only open for a year. So
Yeah.
if you at least go in, find out what it means, what options are available to you, and how would you access it later.
You have a very nice new website at choosemason.com, designed and configured by Computer Creations Northwest. We'll give
That's
a
right.
little plug this morning.
Yes.
I see on your event calendar, your monthly luncheon is coming up next Wednesday, the 21st.
It is. We're going to have it up in Belfair.
Okay.
I try to do 1 or 2 up in Belfair every year, so it'll be at the Theler Center. Dana Rosenbach from the North Mason School District, she's the superintendent. She's going to speak on what they're doing with the Theler Center. Apparently, they're changing some direction.
Oh, wow.
She'll talk about that. And then we have Mindy Harlow from the Pacific Northwest Salmon Center is going to talk about what they're doing, what their future plans are, and how it ties into economic development.
Sure.
After that, I'll kind of wrap it up with what we're doing for economic development, business recruitment, how that all ties into what they're doing.
It's 11 to 1 at the Theler Center. Do you have to be a member of the
You do not
agency?
have to be a member. It's $20. You do need to RSVP to the office, to Karin, 426-2276. And I do want to say, I want to do a shout out to my 2 sponsors for the lunches because we can't do it without them.
Yeah.
North Mason School District is a sponsor, and Brian Peterson of Peterson Chiropractic,
Sure.
which is one of our newest members. He's stepping up and sponsoring this lunch too. So
Wonderful. I've
So
heard that
thank
name
you
in
to
the
them.
community a little bit more
Yes.
these days. Very
Yes.
nice. Director of the Mason County Economic Development Council, Lynn Longan. Again, the website, Choose Mason. You can always stop by and see them at their offices at the Our Community Credit Union building, and also 426-2276.
right.
Thanks, Lynn.
Thanks.
Nice to see you again.
You too.